I have never changed my refrigerator for the last 20 years. And it is looking exactly brand new even now, said Ashok Chodia, one of the greatest powerful businessmen. How it has been kept 20 years exactly, even though the technology changed a lot and I could have bought several refrigerators. There's no need for it. I make sure that I clean it and the maintenance time it is maintained. That makes the refrigerator so young. Not only he, but Dr. Paul Bragg too said hundreds and thousands of young men and women at the age of 117, young men and women at the age of 117 were able to do scuba diving just because they were able to keep the pipelines cleaned. Yes, fasting and clean. Yes, if you fast and clean your pipelines of your cars or your body or anything, it remains Jagta Suraj. Yes, it remains young. Yes, maintenance is very, very important. Frederick March, born on 31st August 1897 in Wisconsin in the United States of America, died on 14th April 1975 in California in the United States of America, was an American actor regarded as one of the Hollywood's most celebrated versatile stars of the 1930s and 1940s. He won the Academy Award for Best Actor for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde 1931 and The Best Years of Our Lives 1946, as well as the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play for Years Ago 1947 and Long Day's Journey into Night 1956. March is one of only two actors, the other being Helen Hayes, to have won both the Academy Award and the Tony Award twice. Frederick March said, "Keep interested in others. Keep interested in the wide and wonderful world. Then, in a spiritual sense, you will always be young. Not only spiritual sense, physical sense also." One time, one spiritual master was telling, when the husbands are allowed to look at so many flowers, varieties of flowers, that freedom to give so many varieties of flowers to be seen, he gets more interested in his own wife. Same time, same is the wife is given the freedom to watch and talk and listen to so many flowers, in the sense so many men, then her interest in the husband will become so powerful that makes the husband and the wife drop their name husband and wife and remain young and loving. Keep interested in others. The interest in others without the borrowed knowledge of the Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, the rich and the poor, the religion of Hindu, Christian, Muslim, Jaina, Buddhist, Jewish, etc. Without that blockade, if you keep looking and you get interested, it is a wide range of powerful energy. Yes, a lot of powerful energy. I know now it is very difficult for the human beings to look at each other because everybody starts suspecting. But keep looking at least into their nature and into your family. If you are a loving person without any prejudice, if you can look into your family without any rules and regulations, the rules and regulations have been practiced in the house as a Samskriti, as our culture, then you do not have to interfere. Your timetable has been set and it goes according to the timetable in a very loving manner. Then that interest is so beautiful. You become a doctor only when the child or your wife or your husband falls sick, or a parents fall sick, or a pet falls sick, or a plants fall sick, or there is a house also falls sick, or the maintenance side, the electrical, the plumbing, the sanitary, the carpentry, they fall sick. You do not have to rush up to, you do not have to become illiterate in front of the maintenance people. You do not have to be illiterate in front of a doctor. Keep interested in others. That interest which you have on everybody makes you so powerful and healthy. You don't become bored. You forgot even to look into the eyes of your own mother and father, and comb your mother's hair and your father's hair, and tie the shoes for your father, and massage your father, give a bath to your dad and your mom, clothe them, walk with them, talk with them. You will start observing. In that observation, you become a doctor because you find that something small thing is missing, wrong, maintenance is needed. A stitch in time saves 9. Once you can do that, you can see slowly your medical cost of your parents comes down and you look healthy. They also will smile with healthy. And then the old grandmother story is so powerful. They can talk and guide you with experience. Once you are succeeded in that, keep interest in others, said Fredrie March. That interest in others, in yours, is very important first before you go to others. Once you got the grip, you can look into your wife or husband and the children. And then slowly the family becomes very powerful for you to observe. Once you know to observe, you absorb the good qualities. You absorb and remove the bad qualities from them. Automatically become a doctor, you become a maintenance manager. Keep interest in a wide and wonderful world, Fredrie March said. Then in a spiritual sense, you will always be young. There is no spiritual sense. The spirit, your spirit to do things is making you young. That spirituality is not very something which is religious ways. It is just your beauty. From there, you will start observing the nature of the sunlight and the moon and the rains when it comes and the land and every tree. When you walk, you can look at every tree. Even in the city also, the tree will never take you to the court. The tree will never say, you stared at me, you came and touched me. The human beings might take you to the court. You start looking at the plants and the trees even on the roadside, and next day I'll know you will carry a small handkerchief to wipe out your tears or your cold water flowing from your nose. You will carry a handkerchief. That handkerchief name is the pruning cutter, and you will slowly prune the tree so that the branches get enough sunlight to enter and the tree looks so beautiful to smile at you. Yes, you start observing, you start absorbing, you create a beauty in the nature and the nature creates beauty in you. You will see, look at the road and you see the drains are getting blocked because 1 or 2 stones. Yes, start removing that 1 or 2 stones, 1 or 2 plastic, and you see slowly you yourself start creating a beautiful drain with the beautiful flowers, and you and your people walk and others are watching. Even if others are not watching, God will shower flowers, blessings from heaven. Keep interested in others, said Fredrie March. Keep interest in the wide and wonderful world. Then in a spiritual sense, you will always be young. There is no other method to make you young. You will remain young as 16-year-old, even if you are aged 117 or 120 years old. Just on this one method of practicing your sculpture and trying to love in the sense you get interested in anybody, that itself is love. Yes, that love penetrates you deeper and deeper for a truthful opening. That opening is orgasmic, and in the orgasmic there is no disease can stay in the orgasmic experience. Disease runs away because in the orgasmic experience, flowing water is fresh water, stagnant water stinks. Fredrie March said, keep interest in others, keep interest in the wide and wonderful world, then in spiritual sense you will always be young. Be young. And there God resides.